Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. That's right, it's Wednesday. You have arrived at new review day here on the channel. Today we're going to take a look at the third release, brand new album from this UK band. They're basically, at least they have been up until now, kind of like a doom stoner rock band. The band is called Greenlung. This Heathen Land is the brand new release. They are now officially signed to Nuclear Blast Records. This is their first album on Nuclear Blast. This Heathen Land, A Journey into Occult Albion. Let's take a look. Of course, this follows their excellent album, Black Harvest, from 2021. Their debut, Woodland Rights, came out in 2019. So let's take a look at this here. Open this up. A lot of green on here. Green lung, green album, green artwork, everything green. There's the guys in the band. I will talk about them momentarily, but let's take a quick look at the booklet here. Of course, if you're familiar with this band, this Heathen Land, A Journey into Occult Albion, a lot of their lyrics and things have to do with horror movies and lyrics and occult this and that and whatnot. All sorts of cool, like little psychedelic things and creepy things all over the place here, right? And once again, there are the guys in the band right there, and they are Tom Templar, vocalist, Scott Black, guitars, Joseph Gast, bass, backing vocals, and woodwind. Matt Wiseman, drums and percussion. John Wright, keyboards, organs, and synthesizer. Okay. So, how is this album? Well, you know, it's the last album, which, like I said, was Black Harvest, is a tough act to follow. That was a really great album, filled with this potent kind of mix of Black Sabbath and a little bit of like maybe Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats, right? But drawn from like kind of classic doom, but kind of with a modern twist, right? Here on this album, let me read you a little bit on the back here. So it says, This Heathen Land, the third long-playing record by Green Lung, and they got 9 tracks in total. Beyond the cities and motorways of modern Britain, away from other influences of its Christian churches and cathedrals, lies another country, an older, stranger country, a country of lonely tars and desolate moors, of forgotten woods and mysterious standing stones. You are about to embark on a journey into occult Albion. Come, it's time to explore this heathen land, right? So, of course, they got like kind of like Stonehenge there, right? So, signed to a new label. You can tell they got a little bit of money behind the production. This is a much bigger sounding album. It's a little bit of a brighter album. It's not quite as heavy as the album came before it. It's not quite as doomy. I hear less of the Sabbath influence on this album. Certainly more of the Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats influence, which again is a mix of doom and 60s psychedelic pop, right? Kind of like Sabbath meets the Beatles meets the Move, that type of thing. Hear a little bit of that here. I also can't help but hear little bits of Ghost, right? Of course, Ghost, the big Swedish sensation, right? That's taken over the hard rock and metal world over the last 5 to 8 years. And I hear a little bit of that, especially in the vocals, especially on a couple tracks like Oceans of Time, the last song on here. It has this kind of playful, kind of hard rocking thing that Ghost does with these catchy choruses and things like that. And the vocals are kind of a little more in the style of Tobias throughout this album. But there's some really great stuff on here, and it does rock quite a bit. There's some heavy stuff on here. It's just not as doom-laden, I think, as the last album. The Forest Church is a really good track. Mountain Throne is really cool. Song of the Stones kicks ass. Hunters in the Sky, The Ancient Ways, all really good riffs. There's some solos on here as well, but this album is more about feel and textures, I think, and they seem to be working harder to make the choruses and the verses a little catchier to go along with their heaviness. Like I said, there is this kind of playful, kind of occult thing going on here, which, of course, is what they're kind of known for, but the delivery of their kind of lyrical storytelling is a little more lighthearted this time around. So I think if you like your doom and stoner music with, in your occult metal music with a little bit of a whimsical flair to it, and certainly with a little pop sheen, there's a bit of that on here. So to me, this isn't quite as impressive as the last album, but I do really like it a lot. I think the last album, I gave a 5 out of 5 star or something like that. I'm going to give this, and again, I've only had it for a short time. I've only listened to it like 4 times. But I do like it. I'm just not as bowled over with it as I was with their previous album. I'm going to give this 4 out of 5 star. It's still really, really good. I'm just hoping kind of like the stuff that we love about this band so much early on is not going to be tempered kind of going forward. Who knows? But this is a cool album. It's a fairly heavy album, and it's bringing new things to the table for the band. So interesting how they get signed to the bigger label, and all of a sudden they're doing stuff that's a little bit more accessible. Go figure, right? Anyway, This Heathen Land by Green Lung. Cool band, good riffs. Like I said, the vocals are good. It's just a more accessible sounding Green Lung here this time around. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but I think if you really, really love their last album and you're expecting more of the same, it's not quite the same. But it's still really good. 4 out of 5 star. If you've heard it, let us know what you think down in the comments below. If not, go check it out, see what you think, and come back and let us know. And visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below, we get the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, and our Cameo page. Thanks in advance for all your support there, and we'll see you soon here with more stuff. I am Pete Pardo. We're going to be a little light on the reviews today. You may get one more, not quite sure. You know, it's a holiday week, a lot going on. I haven't been sitting at the desk listening to a lot of stuff, so you might get more next week. But I got a pile. So what do I got coming up here? I've got new the Space Lords. I got new Lalu. I've got new live weather report from 1971. I've got the brand new. What else we got here? Pattern Seeking Animals. I've got new Gail Elliott, all sorts of stuff. There's a whole stack of stuff sitting here, so I got lots to get to. We'll get to it when we get to it. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Pete Pardo. Have a good one. See you soon. Bye-bye.